Hello everyone, we are Team Ding Dong from Seoul Tech, South Korea. We developed the Korean Medicine Charting Program. The Korean medicine is Haniak in Korea, and in abbreviation it is KM. This program would be utilized to diagnose, treat patients, and manage medical data. The contents list will be appear on the left side of our slides, so you can always reference them. The first part is the introduction. Our main motivation consists of three existing problems. Firstly, look at this paper chart example. This kind of paper charts are used in KM volunteering sites, but it takes too much time to write, and it is hard to maintain the data. And that's why there are too long queue in the Korean medicine volunteering fields. But if they use the electronic chart, it would be faster and more efficient. Secondly, the existing KM EMR programs have bad and complicated UI like this. Third, when the KM students graduate and become the actual doctor, they must use the EMR programs. However, we found out that the KM departments don't have enough courses for charting, and students don't have chances to learn about it. So, our background of our development is that the potential users of KM EMR programs is really large. As you see this pie chart, all the KM hospitals use the EMR programs, and more than 80% of the clinics use them. However, the problem is that there are no standardized EMR, so the doctors get confused. For searching the targets, we conducted the stakeholder analysis with two criteria: the interest on the EMR and the influence on the KM fields. We'll target the medical students who are the newbie in the field but have high interest in new fancy EMR program like our Ding Dong chart, and also the practicing doctors. So now let's talk about Ding Dong. So what is the Ding Dong chart? It is the brand new EMR program with user-friendly UI UX, which will be easier to use than other charting programs. Before explaining the main features, let me explain the Korean medicine's difference. It is that they have three levels of treatment processes, not one. There are pre-examinations of viewing patient's current status and main examination, and the acupuncture as the chim in Korean. When the users start medical charting, they have to log in and select their affiliation. And if the patient comes, if they are the first to visit, they have to add the patient, and if they are revisited, they have to search the patient for further treatment. And after the treatment process, the charting ends. We also developed a web page called Ding Dong Study, which is the web magazine to advertise our new EMR program. It will also provide various types of KM knowledges, so students can access the webgene study, and doctors who only know the classical knowledge can also reference the webgene and learn about the recent studies. Third part is the implementation. Our whole system architecture is like this. As we develop the charting program with Flutter, which is the cross-platform framework, users can access the charting program whether their OS is Windows, Mac, or tablet PC. And the Ding Dong WebGen program is made by React and Spring, so it is now available to access in the web. Now let's watch the demo video.
Firstly, log into the chart, click the clinic channel, and synchronize the data of that clinic. There is a patient waiting line on the left. Click Add New Patient button and put the data of the new patient. We can see that the new patient is added on the waiting line. Put the pre-examination data of patients such as temperature, blood pressure, blood sugar. In the main examination section, detailed diagnosis data will be recorded and sent onto the server as well. These numerous timers help doctors provide treatment to patients for a more accurate duration. And we move on to the Ding Dong study. These cards are summary of KM articles. Chatbot for users are always ready for their help. Curriculums for KM students will be helpful for their deep understanding of the study. The series will help make future articles easier to find out. KM dictionaries will be necessary part of their deep understanding of KM discipline.
Well, how was the video? The Ding Dong chart is only open to the KM student and doctors, but you can access to the dingdongstudy.com and enjoy our website. After we developed the prototype of Ding Dong program, we provided to the KM student and UI UX designers. The one important feedback was the level of accessibility, which is directly related with the data security. Fortunately, we got many positive feedbacks from KM students. Indeed, the KM students estimate that using Ding Dong chart can really reduce the patient waiting time and diagnosis time. Our goal is to sell Ding Dong chart as many as possible to KM doctors, not just to KM students. To get demand from customers, we conducted MOU with one of the Dongyu University KM Volunteer Union. Based on our calculation, our maximum sales per year is estimated more than $1.7 million if our business reaches to the top. The web magazine will be used to support our business model. The one is advertisement of Ding Dong chart, and the other one is membership plan. However, there are some limitations. Although there are good quality of feedback from testers, the absolute number is not enough to get more insightful comments. Also, still, there is a patient data security issue, and it hinders us to implement beta testing. In other than improving limitations, there are our new goals of Ding Dong system. The one is applying speech-to-text technology to the chart for faster diagnosis and recording to the conversation between patients and doctors. Also, we will introduce new features which are some of not yet developed pages, and the other one is opening Ding Dong Mall, which is the online store for the sales of KM materials. This is our references. Thanks for listening.